My name is IHopegood, and welcome to another world's quietest Let's Play. We're back in 1000 Lies, and I am losing my voice again. So let's go ahead into chapter 2. It makes no sense to assume that there's any logic to Ozzy's crazy imagination. Luckily, the teacher finally comes into the room and instructs everyone to go to their seats. Based on the way Ozzy and Ziva say goodbye to me, I don't think they'll be leaving me alone today. The bell signaling the start of recess sounds like a celestial choir to my ears. There's a chance that I might be getting sick again, because my uncle was in town, and then he got my dad sick. I went to get a new phone, which is what this camera is currently right now, and I might have gotten his cold, so bear with me, please. Everyone shuffles out of the classroom in search of somewhere to take a break. However, I know that my own freedom won't come as easily. The teacher calls out to me before I can leave. That sounds pretty accurate. The old, friendly literature teacher stands up and pulls me aside, ensuring that no one else can eavesdrop on our conversation. I'm sorry, I am recording this at 3:30 in the morning because I am an idiot. You can hear the birds outside, don't know why they're out. Birds go to sleep. I politely ask him what he needs. I'm pretty surprised that he pulled me aside in the first place, actually. Well, it's about the last assignment you had in class, the creative writing piece. It didn't have an ending. Did you forget to include it? No wonder it took me by surprise, since I forgot all about that assignment. But my teacher looks even more astonished when I explain that he already has the entire story in his hands. His expectations drop to earth, and I watch him try to figure out whether or not to make me write a proper ending. A request he wouldn't hesitate making to any other student. I received special treatment for a while now, ever since I won a writing competition. The funny thing is that I didn't even plan on participating in the first place. Turns out someone decided to enter one of my stories under my name without my permission. What kind of friends do I have in this game? From then on, everyone started to assume that I become a famous writer or something, and their theory was only supported even more by my notebook writing habit, which would make sense because I've been writing journals in the past few episodes. I'm talking about my character, not me. He has been writing in journals, writing down his feelings. That would make sense. But people would think he's a writer. Give me a second. Yeah, I think I might be getting sick. I have a runny nose. It's not like I hate the idea or anything, and I don't care what other people think of me. I just don't care about writing as much as everyone wants me to, especially considering I haven't won anything else since. What else can I say? The ending doesn't seem finished right. Ugh. My teacher isn't confident about how he should react to my small interruption. He admits I'm right, but tries to soften the blow since it's not the first time we find ourselves in this kind of situation. I wouldn't put it like that. More like there's still untapped potential. Grab that potential, hold it close to your heart, and maybe you could skyrocket into extreme areas of wisdom and understanding. Oh man, I should have stayed in class. You know, the ending is like the opus magnum of every story. If it fails to meet the reader's expectations, then I find it fascinating that a literature teacher struggles to find the most politically correct way to express himself. Yeah, that's what I am thinking too. I can only admire a man that respects his pupils so much. Still, sometimes, just sometimes, I wish everyone would stop placing me upon a pedestal. I don't deserve this kind of special treatment. Well, it's good if people put you on a pedestal sometimes. What's not okay is if they do it all the time. There's big differences, you know. Everything would be easier. I'm tired and I've got a cold, so forgive me, please. Write an ending. Oh, sorry. My thoughts are still scattered when I walk into the hallway, which is empty aside from one infamous person. Oh my gosh, it's Ziva again. More of her unneeded doctor advice. This is gonna be stupid. I've been waiting for you. How is my favorite guy? Ziva decides to hang out with me, whether or not I like it, and asks why it took me so long to come out. Ugh. I brush it off as having to ask a question about the last assignment, but she isn't convinced and keeps pestering me as we walk outside together. Do you want to grab something to eat along the way? You could tell me about your plans for Mysterious Girl X. Sounds good, but I'm not inviting you to anything. Who's Mysterious Girl X anyways? Sounds like a porn star. I don't watch porn, but I do know that that's a word. Don't play dumb. I'm talking about the girl you stalked yesterday, and still don't know if she sent you the email or not. You should figure it out. That will make sense because in the last episode that you can watch, I took a cardboard box, followed a girl into her apartment to get information, and almost got busted in the process. So, good for me. And no, I won't ask you to invite me, although a real gentleman wouldn't mind paying for a lady's meal. Ozzy always pays for my meals, for example. Well, that means you are a broke, money-seeking whore. I do admire your ability to take advantage of others, but I can actually control my hormones as well as take off the white knight armor. Not to mention that Ozzy is loaded, so it doesn't matter if he pays for anything. Why do you think I'm even his friend in the first place? You are both money-seeking whores. That just makes sense. The worst part is I'm coming from you, I believe it. While bickering, we reach a small sandwich shop that's popular amongst all the other students. Those still exist. That's unbelievable. We wait in line, but surely approaching the window where we are able to place our orders. I would like a turkey sandwich, and for the lady, she can have a nice cold fish head that you have in the back of the room in the freezer that no one dares to open. Thank you. Forget about Ozzy for now. You still haven't answered me about that girl X. Poor Ozzy. Did he do something to make you angry again? You know what I meant. Where are you going to order? What are you going to order? I suddenly want to know what weird tastes you have, Ziva. Don't change the subject. Okay. Talking to you is like a war where the smallest mistake could lead to total annihilation. All warfare is based on deception. You should know that. I should get my buddy Hayden in here. He'd love to talk about war with this freaky alien-like girl. I've already told you too much. The truth is that I'd rather not talk about this. Else, you might try to make it about psychology. You are my public enemy number 2 for nothing. 2? Who's first? Anyone who picks Bulbasaur as their starting Pokemon. Yes, but finally someone else. Why? He's super cute. No, wait. Stop changing the subject. There's one more thing I want you to know about the girl, then will leave you alone. Don't you have an ace up your sleeve? A plan to find out who she is? I tilt my head, deciding whether or not to answer Ziva's question, especially now that she has reached the top of my public enemy list. I can't come up with any reason not to tell her. So I shrug before spilling the beans. So it's like, well, it's like, I don't know, but basically what happened was I dressed up in a cardboard box, followed the girl to her apartment to find out information. That makes no sense. I won't do anything about it. I should, oh my gosh, I keep clicking with my other finger. I clicked with this finger. I was holding on with this finger and clicked with this finger. That's why we couldn't do it, but you could pause and read it if you want. Nevertheless, I think you should probably want to do something about it. You're always overthinking everything. But you can't lie to me. But you can't lie to me. You're just too embarrassed to admit it. But you don't need to pretend to be a tough guy around me, Edian. Ziva looks down at me, confident that I'm an open book to her. That is the smartest attitude of hers that I hate about her the most. Earlier you mentioned deception. Most people use it improperly. Do you know the difference between lying and deceiving? Don't start with that. That's just another psychoanalysis attempt, isn't it? No, I swear there's no stick to the linguistic part of it. That was a lie. But since I didn't fall for it, you could say that you failed to deceive me. Good enough for you, miss. You could have skipped the cynicism, but yes, you're right. I wasn't lying, though, you know. That's for the judge to decide. Anyways, hurry and order something. It's your turn. Oh, I didn't notice. Neither did I. I wasn't paying attention to the sandwiches. More the fact that I was dressed in a cardboard box, followed a girl into her apartment, and tried to find out information in the last episode. Ziva's been distracted, forgot all about the line. She quickly recovers and orders a vegetarian sandwich. The clerk still tells us that we'll still have to wait a bit for our food, so Ziva and I continue our chat. Well, that's annoying. Oh yeah, you're one of those veggie freaks. Vegans. Vegan, the word is vegan. No, I can't shake. This is the world's quietest Let's Play. How's the herbivore lifestyle? You get extra points for starving yourself more. What prize comes after Amenia? Hilarious. First of all, you can still have a healthy diet without meat for your information. Secondly, it is something I do for fun. I take animal rights extremely What rights do animals have? We kill animals to eat them. Bacon is one of our prime sources of food in the morning. And so is bologna for lunch, pepperoni for pizza, meatballs for spaghetti, meat sauce for spaghetti. There's an endless selection, and you vegans are trying to tell us meat eaters to stop doing that. What about overpopulation? I'm just gonna stop talking about this right now because I don't want to debate about this. You could at least try eating vegetarian meals before you knock them. They aren't bad at all. That she's not lying. I actually tried a vegetarian pizza. It tasted fine, but I wish I had meat. The clerk brings Eva's food to her. Which means it's my turn to place an order now. I'll have, I don't even know what you guys have, just stuff, all the meat you could get into a sandwich. Eddie and, oh yeah, sorry, I was really insensitive of me. Please. That isn't what I meant. Oh, you just got roasted. You just got roasted, alien psychology doctor lady. What? I asked politely. Oh, you meant you wanted a bite of my sandwich? Sure, of course, I'll share with you. I give up. You're clearly just trying to piss me off. Yes, I am. That is my main goal right now. We leave the shop with our sandwiches in hand. While walking, I ask Eve if we could stop and sit somewhere to get... I thought she was your mortal enemy. I exhaustedly plop onto a nearby bench, closing my eyes and relishing the sweet respite. Ziva looks annoyed and puffs out her cheeks when I look at her. She's not angry, but somehow serious. This is what I meant by all the differences between lies and deceit, Edian. You can lie all you want, but deceit always depends on how much the other person trusts you. There is no deceit without a lie. There are lies without deceit. In this situation, both the liar and the deceived. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're still craving a bite of that sandwich. Too bad, girl. You already missed your chance. I already told you I don't want it. This has nothing to do with it. How can I make you understand? Ziva folds her arms and racks her brain. Think of a schizophrenic trying to describe reality. To do that, he first had to lie to himself about what he's seeing. He would be able to deceive himself about what his reality is presenting. There's no use for him to distinguish between reality and delusion if he feels totally different, right? The tone of our conversations usually is gone. I'm starting to feel more and more like a lecture, and that pisses me off because I have 20 minutes off of our breaks. We should be spending time forgetting about class. Did you come up with all that crap on you, or did you steal it from a book? It was me, I guess. It just came out of me. Did it sound weird? In short, stop interrupting me. Your behavior is nothing more than a clear-cut example of an internal conflict. There's something you like and feel attracted to, but the closer you get to it, the more negative points about it comes to mind. So you want to run away or avoid it somehow. My point is that we won't know what's going to happen until it actually happens. That's why I think you should be brave and get on with it. Between the email Mysterious Girl X, I'm positive that you want to know more about everything. Instead, you lie to yourself, believing the situation is too stupid. When is this conversation over? I just have to go back to bed. The real question is, can you deceive yourself? If you can't, then you won't know how to deceive me either. You aren't convincing anyone. I look at Ziva in disbelief as she continues proudly bragging about her own words. I've come to a conclusion. I was right when I first said you were lying. You caught me. Heh heh. In any case, lies are too demonetized, in my opinion. Is this like the 14th lie in the 1000 Lies saga? Ziva grins after processing what I just said. I begin sweating, realizing I just opened Pandora's box. Thankfully, I was saved by the bell. As I notice certain someone approaching us. Is it Ozzy? Yep, it's Ozzy. Check it out. Compañero Ziva, here you are. I was speaking with some girls from the other side when... Who's this guy? Me. What do you mean? You almost sound like I know you from somewhere or something. This is the work of the witch. I think she tried to spell something like, forget about Ozzy. But who's Ozzy? Stop twisting my words, idiot. You know that wasn't what I meant. Whatever, Ozzy. What you were saying before, it better be worthwhile. I lost you guys a while ago, and I have no idea what you were talking about. Okay, back to what I was trying to say. I forgot. I can't tell you if you're only smart when you want to be, or if your brain just doesn't have the capacity for it 24/7. That's exactly what I believed when you said you were Ozzy's friend because of his money. Who would it be? We go on the other side again and tell them that to bring over your alter ego for a bit. It'd be convenient to try to have a competent on Ozzy for once. Unfortunately, I suspect this is the only Ozzy. What do you expect to get from interrupting me? The other side is our nickname for an institute. It's down by the street directly opposite of our school. It's a bit more built in the same blueprint as the school. They probably reused the blueprint to save money, so they're completely the same, mirroring the building placed on the opposite sides. It's pretty close to here. A little more than 10 minutes walking. A lot of people wonder why it didn't mean we just take one of the larger schools instead of 2 smaller ones. The funny thing is, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Do you remember that small weird email Kyra got? See what I not simultaneously. Is that another one? You mentioned the email. I was like, look at the screen and confirms I fear. It's a weird email addressed to me. From Harry to Chiron. Can all that become reality? If you want to know the truth, go find it in the afternoon at the local sports. Join it. Well, I'm gonna leave this episode here. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, see more videos, give this video a like, comment down below what you think of this game, and also, if this happens to be the first video that you see by me, then please do subscribe. I gotta go take a nap. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.